The topic is the Arhats, and a specific question is whether or not there are 16 Arhats or 18 Arhats. Well, it depends on what cultural system you are using. In the Himalayas, Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, and also any cultures under the sway of this type of Buddhism, then it's 16. If you're coming from a Chinese cultural system, then the number is 18. Now, is there really a difference in number of figures? Well, yes and no. The text is called the Nanda Mitra text publication, possibly 4th, 5th century AD in Sanskrit, and it's a text that names the 16 Arhats and what their purpose is. And this text is really part of the Maitreya cult. It's not really part of Shakyamuni's system. And these 16 Arhats pledge to stay on earth for the benefit of beings until the arrival of the next Buddha. After the time of Shakyamuni, they will wait until Maitreya Buddha comes so many thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years from now, according to the Buddhist logic system. So in the text we have 16. Now, the Chinese version has 18, and the 18 are because there's 2 additional figures that are added. Now, those figures are not missing from the Himalayan and Tibetan system. Those figures are in both the Chinese and the Tibetan. But what they are is they're added figures. They don't belong to the text. They're not mentioned there. What they are is they're a kind of a Central Asian figure named Dharmatala, who is a kind of a servant or attendant to the 16 Arhats. And the other figure is called Hashang, and he is a Chinese figure, and he really comes out of the Tang, most likely the Tang dynasty period. And he is believed to have been dispatched by the Emperor Taizong to invite Shakyamuni Buddha to come and visit China. But of course Shakyamuni Buddha had long since passed. And so instead of Shakyamuni Buddha being able to visit China in the Tang dynasty, the 16 Arhats agreed to go. And so the figure of Hashang is considered sort of the patron of the 16 Arhats, the one who is invited on behalf of the Emperor of China. Dharmatala is this other figure who is an attendant, who is likely Central Asian in origin. So that's why we have a discrepancy between the 16 and 18. But there's a lot more to the to this story than just are there 16 Arhats or 18. We also have a problem with the term. We as Westerners use the term Arhat because we're getting it out of Chinese art history from the 19th century. The Tibetans don't use the word Arhat. They use the Tibetan word Naten, which is a translation of sthavira. Arhats and sthavira are 2 different things. Sthavira are elders. Arhats are a level of attainment that is very technical in Buddhism. So we really have a problem with terminology. We have a problem with all kinds of art history, and even in literature we have difficulty trying to piece together what is the full story of these Arhats, as we call them. What is the full story, and what really is their function, and how did they become so important in Himalayan art and also in Chinese Buddhist art?